Welcome to Artful Afternoons at the Shawano County Library. Today we're going to be reading the book The Night Tree, and we're going to be making our own snowy forests afterwards. I can't wait to get started. Let's get creating. Our book today is Night Tree, written by Eve Bunting, illustrated by Ted Rand. Read with permission by Harcourt. On the night before Christmas, we always go out to find our tree. We bundle up so we're warm. Nina's already wearing her boots that are too big for her. She's been wearing them all day. Dad sets out our box in the back of the truck with the rest of his stuff, and the four of us squish into the front seat. We drive through the bright Christmas streets to where the dark and quiet begin. Nina is almost asleep in Mom's lap when we stop. "Are we there?" I ask. And Dad says, "Yes," and rolls down the window so we can smell the tree smell. We scramble out. There are oaks growing here, and alder, and maples that are bare now, and white in the moonshine. The pines and spruces and firs are green. This is called Luke's Forest, but Dad says it's not really a forest, just a nice forgotten place where our town ends. Dad goes first on the path between the trees, carrying our box and the big red lantern. Mom and Nina go next, holding hands. I come last with the blanket. It hasn't snowed yet. It's so cold my breath hurts. The sky is spattered with stars, and the moon, big as a basketball, slides in and out beneath the treetops. Dad's lantern sweeps ahead. "Look," he whispers. We stop. A deer is watching us. I see the brightness of his eyes. Then it turns and it's gone. "Here is our tree," Dad says. It has been our tree forever and ever. We walk around it, touching it. "It's grown since last year," I said. Mom puts her hand on my shoulder. "So have you." "So have I," Nina says. Nina hates to be left out. An owl hoots deep in the darkness. There are secrets all around us. Ooh, ooh. "Can I put on the popcorn chain?" Nina asks. She hops up and down and right out of one of her boots. Mom helps her get it back on. Nina takes one end of the chain, and I take the other, and we wind it around our tree. We've brought apples and tangerines with strings on them, and we hang them from the branches. It's hard to hang string loops when you have gloves on, but it's too cold to take them off. For weeks, we've been making balls of sunflower seeds and pressed millet and honey. We hang those too. We scatter shelled nuts and breadcrumbs and pieces of apple underneath for the little creatures who can't climb very well. Our tree looks so pretty. Mom says I should spread the blanket so we can sit and admire our tree. She has brought a thermos of hot chocolate. I take off my gloves and toast my hands around my warm cup. Dad turns off the lantern and we stay quiet, hoping some of the little animals will come out while we're here, hoping the deer will come back. But it doesn't. "It's shy," Dad says. "I'm shy too," Nina tells him. Before we leave, she and I get to choose a Christmas carol to sing. I choose, "Oh Come All Ye Faithful." Nina chooses "Old MacDonald Had a Farm." "That's not a Christmas song, silly," I tell her. But Mom says it's fine, and a very nice song too. We sing fast because there's a lot of verses and it's getting colder. After the last E-I-O, we gather up our things and head for the truck. I look back once. Our tree has folded itself into the darkness, but I think I can still see it. Stars caught in its branches and the moon swinging lopsided on top. Nina gets tired. Dad has to wrap her in the blanket and carry her. I carry her boots. Later, in bed, I think about our tree, and sometimes next day, when the aunts and uncles and cousins are at our house and it's noisy and happy, I let my mind go back to Luke's forest. I think of the birds having Christmas dinner, and the squirrels and the possums, and the raccoons and the skunks. There might even be a bear, because Dad says bears don't really sleep all winter, and if one's going to wake up, I just bet it would wake up for Christmas. Maybe a fox has come, stepping high on its thin, sharp paws, and they're all there together, singing their own Christmas songs on Christmas Day around our tree. The end. We're going to look at our color wheel today. There's a line through this color wheel. On one side, there's red, orange, and yellow. Those are our warm colors. They remind us of hot things like the sun, spicy chili peppers, and fire. On the other side of the line are green, blue, and purple. Those are our cool colors. They remind us of things like the dark night sky, cool water, and the cool green forest. Now let's look at these two paintings by the famous artist Claude Monet. He loved to paint the same subjects over and over. He was fascinated with how the colors and light changed the whole feel of the painting. This first painting of haystacks in a field feels to me like summer. I can even see the golden sun peeking up. Now let's look at the second painting of haystacks in a field. How does this one make you feel? Brr, it makes me feel cold. Notice all the cool blues and purples that Monet used to give us that feeling. For our project today, we're going to be making a snowy forest landscape. What kind of colors do you think we should use? That's right, cool colors, greens, blues, and purples. The materials we're going to need today are papers of blue, white, and a variety of different greens and blues, glue, white paint, scissors, a Q-tip, a white crayon, and if you want to use some sequins, you can. You can pick up all the papers, the Q-tip, and the sequins at the library. The other supplies you'll have to supply yourself. We're going to start with our white paper. This is going to become our snowy ground, and we're going to glue it onto our background paper. Next, there's a variety of different colors and sizes of greens and blue paper. These are going to become our trees. The easy way to cut out some trees is to use the shape of the triangle. You can cut all of them into triangles. Now, if you want to cut them into different tree shapes, feel free. Next, I'm going to use my white crayon to add some texture to my trees. I'll add some snowy trunks and branches, use different lines to create some interest in my trees. Now that I've got all my trees done, I get to place them in my landscape. Now some are going to be overlapping or in front of other trees. That shows which ones are closer to you and which ones are farther away. Now my favorite part, you get to make it snow. I just dip my Q-tip into the white paint and I can add snowflakes. If you want to add a little sparkle with sequins, just add a few little dots of glue around your painting and put a sequin on top. Now it shimmers.
You can even add yourself or an animal in your winter landscape. What's in your forest?
Enjoy your cool winter landscape, everyone. Great job.
If you liked our book today, you might also like these books. Notice how the illustrators use cool colors in all their illustrations of the winter landscapes.
Over and under the snow. Walking in a winter wonderland. Owl moon. And snowmen at night. Come stop and see us at your library today.